Yankee Tango 7 Alpha Whiskey or Sugar Alpha 7 Delta X-Ray Radio. And I have the honor to guide you a little bit through Worldwide Young Contesters 20 or 25 years later. Before I start, few important mentions. Big thanks to Fabian, DJ5CW or ex-DJ1YFK for still keeping the website alive. You are more than welcome to visit wwwyc.net. And the two heroes of yesterday, Lee G0MTN and Maciek SQ6MS, who were actually managing to find the original video footings from the first meeting. So there was an interesting operation last night to find the CDs with original video from 2004, and it was shared, so we will have the opportunity to take a look how it looked like 20 years back. But what is WWYC? Manually. Aha, so it's switching here, but it's not switching there. Good. Just a sec. Yes. So, a long time ago, previous century, 1999, the Worldwide Young Contesters was born. And yeah, four guys and an avatar. We were the ones founding the club. So it was Thomas, OZ1 Alpha Alpha, he was WWYC number 1. Dimi, LZ5AZ, who is unfortunately silent key for a few years, WWYC number 2. A local guy around here, and I'm sorry that I didn't meet him today, Hrle, X986 November Hotel Hotel, number 3. Juho from Finland, number 4, and then very pixeled myself, number 5 with my old call sign for November 7 Radio Golf Hotel. It was particularly fun in 2000 while operating from your station, Mario, as S5/4 and 7 RGH on high-speed CW. That was a good test for the operators. Yes, but why did we do this? We wanted to gather the young contesters from all the world to hang out together, to stimulate more activity, and to boost the competitiveness. Within first year of starting, we had more than 100 members, and we are almost at 1,000 today, although there is no serious push on getting new members. And after many years of online chatting, contesting, skeds before the contest, the idea to meet face-to-face was born. Hope it works. There is also some music, but very silent. Please disregard certain scenes. And an interesting moment of birthday cake cutting, the fifth birthday of Worldwide Young Contesters. It was actually when we had the first physical meeting here, actually nearby in Pazin in 2004. Yes. So that was just an intro, a teaser, what you can see in the full movie. As you could see, there are many things. Young people having fun with radio. Why? We skip that part. Yes, Just a little reflection on what was the agenda, what were the topics actually of the first meeting. Celebrating the 5th birthday and the first physical meeting, and a lot about the expeditions from Galapagos, from Comoros Island, then party, and then Lima X-Ray 5 Alpha, the HSD Championship held in Serbia, WRTC summary from Finland, more about contesting, CT80, Gambia, EU Sprint Contest, Baker, 5U5Z. And we also had some tourism around and more the expeditions, so it was really a lot about contesting and traveling related to contests. Fun games with quiz, with I heard that also this time we will have the QLF, the left leg keying. There was another cruise, entertainment, etc. So again, short summary, a lot of presentations, experience sharing, contest sharing, and a lot of party, of course, as the youngsters would do. And the closing picnic. So we had a lot of official stuff, also having the president of the Amateur Radio Union of Croatia and also the local mayor in Pazin, some very official and formal presentations. We had a lot of radio activity. It was the meeting was actually colliding with the IOTA contest, and then Croatia is super well known for a lot of islands around. So part of the team was operating from a nearby island, EU 110, and then the other part was operating from the club station in Pazin. He was the supervisor. Yes. You need always a drop of experience, you know, and you cannot just let the youth go. It has to be controlled. Exactly. Do you feel the same? Yes. So this was in very few pictures. I don't really want to go into details. We will make sure that the video is available, but not on public sharing platforms. So whoever is curious to see how it looked like, let me know. And then before going forward, we have an extra wish of somebody to share a little bit more of how it all started from your perspective. Yeah, you can do it on dry without slides.
Okay, well, in previous slides you may have noticed my name as the presenter of K1B, the expedition. And this is, I prepared this and hope the Mirko will give the proper cover with the ICCC. But my genuine contribution is listopad. You may not know, but Croatia has the special archaic names for the months, and listopad means the time when the leaves drop. Could you pass the other one? Could you give the next slide? Okay, fine. I prepared this historical slide just to remind myself what I have done before the year 2004. But if we jump to, say, year 2000, that was event with young S50Y Tango Alpha and what is now known as Team C. They got together, operated WPX, using the famous year 2000 problem, which was expected on the internet, and so the Sugar 52 Zulu was used. It was big fun. Later that month, there was Sky Fest in Montenegro, which had a lot of Serbian Montenegro hams. Remember that in 1999, Serbia and Montenegro were bombarded by NATO for 78 days. But we hams, we got together, we had presenters from K1ZZ, ON4UN, and the others, no problem with hams. And eventually, in July, there was third VRTC at Bled, and I had two guests, 986XX, which will probably come later, and your previous presenter, Y27AW. Hrle was a bit confused in this meeting of famous hams, but Goran find a better thing to do. He was a lot of activities on the Blood Lake, and I wouldn't mention what was also included. And then I also, during that year, I visited the island of St. Nicholas, which is, if you go to Porach, just 500 meters away, which is IOTA location, very rare one, and a lot of young hams were operating there. In 2001, we visited nearby lighthouse with 9A1 Papa. We dropped for dipole for those 160 meters from the top of the lighthouse, so 40 meters were sloped, and we were number one in multi-single. The young operators, Hrle and the other 985CW, they never operated on 160, and all of a sudden, at the beginning of the contest, they had a pile up of Americans that just normal, like on 15 meters, and they kept going, and we made a great score. Next year, Hayoshevich Brothers, Kirk Island, and then 2002 was very interesting for me. I went to K1B Baker Island. Before that, I was in Brazil, Y1RL, who was WPX championship, who was one of the best CW operators ever. He was at the same time involved in politics, and he was Yugoslav ambassador in Brazil, quite a big BRICS country known these days. And I made a tour, visited 5 different towns, and stayed in his embassy for a few days. Of course, after the K1B, we stopped at Dayton Hamfest, and the next there's something wrong. Well, whatever. And then, okay, Dayton Hamfest on the way from. Okay, that's my dementia. Dayton Hamfest in after the expedition, and then VRTC, of course, in Finland. I went there as a guest, and more or less that's what. Well, I also got involved with the radio club in Pazin under very strange conditions, but they were very active, very good programs, and so on and so forth. What about meeting? I got from AIR, from Yazmi, support of $1,500, which enabled me to bring about 10 visitors from Poland, which was on special request of hams here, and few hams from Balkan countries, LZ, Zulu 3, and so on and so forth. And I'm glad to say that these people are still active. Goran spoke about the WWYC net. There you can see the 4th meeting in Munich in 2007. That's the second one which I took part, had a presentation on radios IMDs. In the meantime, I skipped an interesting one in Novi Sad and in Poland, and I still plan to visit Poland. More about me you can find on artinian.bit.si, the old photos, and more recently I gave a 2-hour interview on the QSY channel on the YouTube. So that's all I have to say. Have a fun.
But if we summarize it, one of the key enablers of youth in the region. That's nice. Let's go back to the presentation about the Worldwide Young Contesters, how it all started, and how it actually ended, more reflecting on the first physical meeting.
Marko, 9 Alpha 8, Mike.
Igor Stirotic. Rudy, 9 Alpha 3, Roman.
Marko, 9 Alpha 6, November Charlie Mike.
Dragan, 9 Alpha 2, Sierra X.
Alpha 5, Alpha Echo India.
Yes. 985 Alpha Echo India soon. 9 Alpha 0 Lima India Delta. See you.
Martina. Ranka.
I'm Gorana called Gaga.
Šta ti reče? Riječe.
Kerle 9 Alpha 6 X-ray X-ray. Bye bye. I'm really disappointed with this meeting. The organization is terrible. Nobody's doing everything. We're all bored. Food is terrible. We don't go anywhere. People are awful to us. The city is ugly. That's it. Thank you for my time.
And after all, fantastic effort of the host to make it a good event. Always good to have a feedback like this. Yes, but what happened after? So that was the beginning or the key initiator of continued meetings. So we met for a few years after in Darlovko in Poland, Novi Sad 2006, and in Munich 2007. Then I guess most of us started either seriously dating, got married, got families, and then we stopped organizing the meetings. But anyway, what this first meeting in 2004 triggered is more meetings, more stronger friendships. But then as well, what's very interesting, a lot of quite successful operators. We had WRTC champions from WWYC. We had at least 3 that I counted high-speed telegraphy world champions. We have also a lot of world record holders when it comes to different contests. Just one interesting reflection. This is from the chat 2006, just listing the worldwide young contesters who were in WRTC 2006 back in the time. So reflecting now from this distance, so 25 years after starting the club or 20 years after the first meeting, well, there was a lot of things done. How many of you have been in worldwide young contesters at certain point of time? Good, good, good. Yes, I've been as well. And now what? As you have seen in the first year, we had over 100 new members, and now 25 years after, we don't still have 1,000, but we are very close. And this is just the extract of the latest members, but why I wanted to extract this is I actually thought that it will be the newest member here, but actually we have also another newer one. But anyway, one of the newest members is in the room, and I would like to actually invite him to share some of his points of view when it comes to how could this go further. My son from first marriage, Ljubomir, YU5 Echo Echo Alpha.
Thank you. So, the idea is to continue this. Why? Because we have, somebody will tell us, oh, you have youngsters on the air, IRU and everything. Yes, but youngsters on the air is a little bit more for younger guys than us currently, and also not that oriented to contesting. So now we want to continue this, do a little bit of reorganization, try to make a meeting again next year. Also, we are preparing a website. Flo and I are preparing a website. Yes, it's called. yeah. We got the domain already. Yeah, that one. Contestmatcher.com. Bookmark this one, and it will be available, I think, soon. So the idea is dating app for contest stations and operators. Why? How many of you have a station that wants new operators, younger guys, and coming to your station? None? None of you are lacking operators? I don't believe you. Okay, so we have a lot of stations that try to find new operators, but they don't know how to approach them. Also, on the other side, we have operators that don't know how to approach the stations. So we are making a modern dating type app for them to put their preferences. I'm available for this contest. I have this interest. I have these skills. On the other side, you have a contest station, and then you get a match. You get the contacts, and then you go and do contests. Huh? Yes, of course. One of the skills you can list, we will add it. So that is another thing. We talked about making a frequent contester kind of program to encourage new members to take part in contests and maybe some awards if we get some sponsors. So yeah, I'm not really good talker without notes, so that's it. This is new WWYC coming in next few years.
Crazy party, crazy results, yeah?
I hope we can at least recreate some of the meetings you had, at least. Try to copy it and make them better. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.